lot of energy into his basketball playing, to the fact where they literally travel the country and he plays in AAU. And I've gone to a few games, and I mean, these young boys is balling. I'm telling you, as a former baller myself, I recognize game. These young boys are balling. I'm talking about the type of young men that when it's Thanksgiving, everybody get together, you gonna play some basketball. This young boy is doing uncles out there and cousins, doing them, crossing them over. That's how dude got skills. But what I've noticed is that she puts him in positions where he's playing against other gifted players. You need that. It's the same thing with radio. If you can connect with other people in whatever your artistic endeavor is, and y'all connect, it's competition, but it's not competition, at least for me anyway. I wish everybody well. But sometimes when you see somebody else, okay, yeah, I see the style, it makes you go a little bit harder. It's the same thing with basketball. That's what's going to happen with the Golden State Warriors. That starting five, if they gel together, if they have the right, if they check their egos, they can be tremendous. One of the best starting fives of all time. Ed writes, Ed Wade should go to Cleveland. Should he? I mean, Wade? I mean, we'll take him. But we need something young out there. We need something young, tall, something that can stick with Klay Thompson. That's what we need. Brent writes, they are going to have a dynasty. Well, I mean, here's the other thing about that. And it goes back to competition. When LeBron went to South Beach, everybody said that he had broken the league. Oh, they're going to be too good. They're going to be a super team. I never thought that. Okay? When one team steps their game up, it forces the other teams to step their game up. It's going to make everybody play better. It's going to foster more super teams. So looking at what now the Golden State Warriors have done, you can look for Russell Westbrook to make an equally big move. Why would you do anything other than that? If you're Russell Westbrook, next year you're up, you leave OKC, you go to a contender. You go to a team that's already got great pieces, and you're just another piece. That's what you do. You're going to see more of that in the NBA. And I have no problem with it, quite honestly. Because when it comes to competition, you're either going to sink or you're going to swim. Either you're going to step up to these super teams and compete with them and figure it out like LeBron James did. Because nobody thought they could beat Golden State. Nobody. And not only did they beat Golden State, they beat Golden State after being down 1-3. They had to win 3 straight games. And 2 of them were in Golden State, a team that basically set an NBA record for during the regular season. So, listen, big teams are any Goliath is eventually going to meet with a David. That's what I'm telling you. If you build a Goliath, eventually that Goliath is going to meet a David. And it's going to strike them down. It's the nature of competition. And I love it, quite honestly. I love it. Brent writes, that won't really help Cleveland. He's too old. Might provide leadership and some guard play, but they need another forward. Yeah. They need to get younger. Speaking of the Cavs, stay young, athletic, and have the kind of talent that is multifaceted. Have the kind of talent where you got guys who can do multiple things. But I don't want to bore you and go on and on with the sports talk. Many things are happening. We talked about a lot this morning. Gave you an update on the Ray Tensing trial and some insights as to what his defense is going to try to put forward. We now know it's confirmed that his defense is going to use the body camera video, the video that everyone saw. It was released, high drama by the Hamilton County prosecutor, Joe Dieters. He got mass props for that, for doing his damn job. So what does that tell us? That tells us that the strongest evidence against Ray Tensing is the video. Keep that in mind, folks. The strongest evidence against Ray Tensing is the video. It's not the dead body of an unarmed black man. That's not evidence of anything other than a homicide. I'll say it again. The strongest evidence that Ray Tensing unlawfully murdered and killed Sam DuBose is the video. And it's the video that Ray Tensing's defense team is going to try to use to their advantage. I guarantee they're going to claim that his hand was caught. His hand was stuck. You can't see it. It's just off the video. It happened right before. It happened just after. They're going to claim something like that. And all they have to do is build up some reasonable doubt. And here's the other thing. Can we trust Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Deters to create the type of imagery that is going to take to put up the kind of offense, the kind of case, right? The kind of case that might even have some spillover implications to other officers and their actions in the near future? Is he going to put up that kind of case against a man who worked in law enforcement? Does he have that kind of appetite? Is Joe Deters willing to paint not only Ray Tensing, but is he willing to tap into that undercurrent, that sentiment, that belief system that these cops out here are dirty on some level? I'm going to be honest with you. Is he willing to get down and dirty? Is he willing to go OJ on the cops to get Ray Tensing? I don't know. I don't know if Joe Deters is willing to go that far just to get Ray Tensing. Is Joe Deters willing to create and use and play upon the suspicions that people have about law enforcement, okay, within the trial to try to get Ray Tensing? Or is he going to go in there and do it strictly by the book? By the book, I'm going to do my case. I'm going to call my witnesses. I don't know if this is Jody's voice or not. I don't know. And I'm going to do it by the book, damn it. If we get him, we get him. We don't, we gave it a good try, okay? I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Haven't put it that way. I don't know if I trust that one. Do not know if I can trust a man. But what about you? Lawrence writes, why isn't Steph, Clay, or Draymond getting any flack? For what, losing the finals? You're right about Steph deserves a lot of flack. Draymond doesn't because two things. Well, Draymond deserves flack for getting himself ejected. It was a very small thing. The refs could have let that go, but they did not. And Draymond was already at the center of a controversial kicking incident, and he should have known better. He should never have put himself in that position so early. Wait till next year to do that, okay? But I get it. Dude gonna step over you? I mean, hell, on the basketball court, away from the refs and the lights, that's a fight. Or at least a pushing match, shoving match, something. Something would have went down. Clay is a warrior, and he was pretty much consistent, kind of consistent. He was off. Well, they were both off for a few games. But he kind of showed up. Steph did not show up. Draymond had 30 points in the last game. He had 22 points by halftime. What else do you want from him? He ain't the star. He ain't the two-time MVP. Steph Curry got outplayed. And it was very, very simple. Part of it was the tremendous play of Uncle Drew, because when you're trying to stay in front of somebody and play defense, you're moving laterally. This guy is cutting left and right, herky-jerky. And you know if he gets any daylight, he's going to finish at the rim. That takes a lot of energy out of you. And you need your energy. When you lose your energy in basketball, you lose your legs. And your legs are very important to your jump shot, and that's how it works. Very, very simple. Basically, the Cavs did what everybody's been saying for years and months now that people should do and how they should play against the Golden State Warriors. Props to Tyronn Lue. I guess he is that dude. Brent writes, I got money he's going to get off. Speaking of Ray Tensing, the strongest defense is the charge itself. Lawrence writes, Steph is the MVP. They are superstars too. They could have vetoed KD. Who really needs who? Well, I'll tell you this much. The Golden State Warriors were not going to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, if without Kevin Durant, if the Golden State Warriors meet up with the Cleveland Cavaliers next year and they haven't made any significant improvements, they are going to lose. They're going to lose. Cleveland has their number, and I'm going to tell you something else. Look for Cleveland to play excellent basketball next year because they need to. They need to. That team has not reached its apex. They are just sort of getting together, okay? They can be much better on offense and much better on defense. Much better. What else is percolating? Let me take a look around the world real quick for you this morning. and I really appreciate you spending time with me. This is the Nathan Ivey Show. I mean, there's a lot of things that we could talk about, including the fact that over 1,000 people have signed a petition to get Jesse Williams fired from his ABC gig. That's right. Over 1,000 people say they no longer want him to be on Grey's Anatomy. That's right. All I can say is hi hater. 1,000 people signed a petition. Angry fans have flooded the Grey's Anatomy social media pages in the days since Jesse Williams' speech, and many are really upset about what he had to say. You know, this has been somehow transformed into Jesse Williams as anti-white. How can he be anti-white and he's biracial? I mean, white America won't even listen to a white man. He's biracial. This is ridiculous. I mean, the man dropped some ill flows about his take on the world, and that's it. But over 1,000 people no longer want him to be on Grey's Anatomy. Really quick, does anybody watch Grey's Anatomy anymore? I didn't even know it was still on. I'm sorry. That's just not my show. That's not my thing. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you. Okay, have a great day. Have a spectacular Tuesday. And I know how it is. You know, you're dragging back to work. You've had 3 days off. If you took off Friday, you've had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days off. If you took off Thursday, you had 5 days off. Maybe you went out of town and had a good time, and now you're back to work. You're dragging. But good morning, and thank you for spending some time with me. Have a great day. This show will be made available as a podcast on my website, 3dubs.nathanivey.com. The last honest place in America. Tell somebody about us. Shout out to my good friends at soulpublicradio.com. You can find a link. Their banners on my website right now. Again, 3dubs.nathanivey.com. Have a great Tuesday. Tuesday, July 5th, 2016. And we'll talk real soon. I'll be back in, less than 24 hours. I'll give you the latest, everything that's percolating in the city, the world, and beyond. Until next time, I'm Nathan Ivey. And I'm out, chop shop.